it's a Shitcase Cinema.
It's like a graveyard around here.
Hello! Now, it doesn't have to be Halloween time for a crappy low-budget horror film to be destroyed here on Shitcase Cinema, but hey, it is Halloween time. I do have a crappy low-budget horror film to destroy, so let's take a look at it. I'm going to take this thing off though. It's annoying me, but it is nice to have long hair once again, but that's totally irrelevant. Just because it's Halloween, I'm not wearing that kind of crap. There you go. Now, the 80s were inundated with tacky slasher films. So were the 90s, so were the 2000s, and whatever the hell we're in now. But anyway, the 80s were the prime example of slasher horror films. It's never been one of my favourite subgenres in horror. In fact, it's pretty pointless garbage if truth be told, but staying true to those gory movies, say hello to the Mutilator. Now, with a title like this, you know it's going to involve one-dimensional characters lining up to die at the hands of, I assume, some backwards inbred who calls himself the Mutilator. Let's find out. So, say hello to our hero Ed, who is a bored college student claiming he's got nothing better to do for the entire summer until he suddenly gets a phone call from his dad who tells him to go close up the beach condo for the summer. Ed doesn't want to go. Ed's friends do. Go figure. And when our hero comes out with classics such as this,
I got a bad feeling about this.
you know it's just a matter of time until the shit hits the fan. Like, straight away, when the title of the movie is apparently Fall Break, I literally said, what the fuck out loud when this popped up. I thought it was called The Mutilator. Well, whatever. It's still going to be a lot of a bollocks anyway. Example, if you like intro credits that last for 4 minutes, you'll love this film, whatever its fucking title is. And why is the music so happy-go-lucky?
Fall break! Fall break! Fall break! Fall break!
It just seems so out of place, but I guess the so-called kids need to be in a joyous mood before dying at the hands of the Mutilator. I mean, can I still refer to the bad guy or woman as that? This film's getting on my tits already. So Ed and his friends drive to the beach condo, find the door wide open and it looks like a dump inside, but Ed doesn't care.
Look, nothing's missing. Just don't worry about it.
Ed's got some serious superhero built in that he knows this by standing in the kitchen and not even looking around whatsoever. That's true talent, boys and girls. Oh, and Ed's dad is apparently a trophy hunter. I mean, look at all the dead animals on display to show off. A fish, a deer, a man, what?
Yeah, my dad ran over him with a ski boat. An accident.
What? Why would he have a picture of a man, a dead man might I add, in a picture frame in his house? Right, I'm calling it now. Ed's dad is the Mutilator. The acting in this film is right up there with some of the worst I've seen, and that's saying something. The film is badly made on every level, which is always and the only reason to keep watching these kind of films, because it makes them so amusing. Why does this guy look like a wax dummy, George Michael and a Ken doll? Kind of reminds me of Richard Harrison too, but minus the epic tash. Anyway, Ed's dad is sleeping under the house while holding an axe and dreaming of various ways of killing his idiotic son Ed. You may as well just have I'm the Killer tattooed onto his forehead. This is ridiculous. The only good thing about 80s slasher films is they have the gore levels to back them up.
Is that right?
Bad acting, stock story, annoying characters, poor editing, but nearly always solid gore effects. Bloodhook, for example, I reviewed last December. Terrible film, but hilarious for many, many reasons. In fact, I've not even laughed that much at a film since then. That says everything about these kind of films. So it seems that Ed still can't find anything to do despite being at the beach and in a lovely condo, as they've dug out the old Trusty Monopoly set now. That's priceless. But hey, before you say anything, there's absolutely nothing wrong with Monopoly. Forget all those crappy spin-offs that you get these days. The classic is the best. Until it starts dragging on for hours and you never complete a game. Or people start moaning and bitching and whining just because they've been playing it for hours and never complete it. And this is, hey, you got more money than me, no, you got more buildings than me. Whatever. So, Ken doll and his girlfriend are swimming around in the pool late at night and there's a dramatic death shown here. Well, it's not, but it's shown in slow motion if you like that sort of thing at least. Funnily enough, Ken doll is still in the swimming pool and his girlfriend is drowned, but he doesn't see or hear anything. But in fairness, I think they were playing hide and seek in the water. It's brilliant, so we'll let that one slide.
Shit.
I'm so desensitized to this nonsense now, I'm letting way too much slide, so here's a load of old rubbish. So here's the top 5 random bullshit moments. Number 1, why does Ed's dad not say a single word when he sees his wife dead on the floor and then proceed to drag her into another room, stick his birthday message on her and then drink whiskey? Number 2, trying to be smart ass when buying beer sometimes works, but only when you're faced with one of the most wooden actors ever.
Hey man, now that's discrimination.
It is.
It sure is. Look, I'm a law student, so I ought to know. That discriminates against me for being young.
It does.
Well, sure.
If this guy had a larger role, he would definitely become a shitcase legend. It's too bad.
Now, what do you say to that?
Sure.
Number 3, Ed is a knobhead.
He's having another one of his spells.
Bum 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 bum.
Any 10-year-old can handle it. Sacrifices.
Number 4, the continuity holds up well in this film. It's clearly becoming night time. It's fine. Another angle. Oh, it's daytime. Number 5, it's set on a quiet beach where nobody else whatsoever resides. So why does nobody in the group hear the noises of people dying in the very next room?
Depressing.
Ken Doll's next to go, and I have to give him credit here. He's definitely trying to go for the longest death scream ever. He might be the winner, but I don't really care. Shut up, you goon! So by this point of the film, there's not many kids to go through now, so you've got to throw in a random cop who's walking around willy-nilly and he gets his head knocked off by Ed's mental dad. Why is he only just snapped after all these years? Moving on, the others decide to play blind man's buff in the dark. Look at her wasting beer, and that is terrible. And then throwing cans on the beach, right, you all deserve to die for that. So what transpires is the most ridiculous game you'll ever see. It's meant to be dark and they're unable to see, but it's clearly daylight outside and their actions of being unable to see in the dark is horrendous. Oh, and the Mutilator is also in the house, but he doesn't see them and they don't see him. Brilliant. Yeah, that's just a load of bollocks. The movie has one extremely strange moment straight out of a Benny Hill skit or something. This Muppet is told by his girlfriend that if he goes downstairs to lock up the house, he'll get to see something.
Oh, Lord. Goodness gracious.
Which will probably, knowing this film, be the top cards on the chance of the community chest at Monopoly. Oh dear me, ouch, go straight to jail, boy.
Something is wrong.
What is it?
All of the kids are missing.
Whoa, 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 hang on. Why is she referring to her friends as the kids? Don't ask questions, don't ask questions. Well, I'm sure you know that you'd never get answers in films like these, so just don't bother asking any questions, okay? Simple. Another gory death comes our way. Again, lots of questions about this entire sequence, but whatever. I simply just put it down to fantastic filmmaking and accept that.
I don't believe it.
Now the grand finale sees Ed's dad facing off against Ed and his girlfriend Pam. You excited? No, I don't blame you. Ed gets knocked out and tied up, Pam throws something at his head, and I knew she would do this because earlier on, good old Ken Doll picked it up and said,
Sure would hate to get hit in the head with one of these.
alright. She stabs him, he pretends to be dead, the car naturally won't start so they can escape. He sneaks around the car and tries to get at them by cutting through the roof like a tin can. Asshole. These two scream like that kid from Cujo, so you just hope that they die to give your ears a rest. They reverse and crush him into a brick wall, and only at that point do they realise it's Ed's dad.
Jesus Christ. It's my dad.
Oh, but it's not quite over, folks, because Ed's dad is crushed and literally chopped in half. Oh yeah, he's dead. Wrong, think again. He still manages to attack a cop while laughing to himself. Hard bastard. Got to end on a happy note, so Ed's in the hospital, visits Pam, who I think has had some kind of mental breakdown, which is understandable. And he delivers some words of wisdom. It's very inspiring dialogue. So take note. That's it. The end. Thank you very much. Good night. So when all's said and done, it's a very cheesy, ridiculous 86 minutes of predictable slasher horror. You can do better, you can do a damn sight worse. 3 out of 10.